Oh my gosh! If that kid practices 3x3, we're all toast. But
Really?
he just does like 2x2 and now megaminx. So if he actually genuinely focused on 3x3, we'd be cooked. Yeah.
Dang.
He's insane. That kid just picks up a new event and is just insane at it.
Just before we go, because I know you've got to get off because you have a job and a real life and responsibilities and stuff. But I just wanted to give you the opportunity to talk about Australia a bit. We did touch on it like earlier on. There always has been, and I think probably a lot of it has to do with you, but there always has been a very competitive scene in Australia and a lot of great results and great cubers coming out of Australia. So yeah, who are the people you're seeing at competitions regularly in Australia who are leading the charge, who are the big players? You know, who's the crew? Who are the main guys?
Yeah. So locally, because I'm from Melbourne, so Victoria down the bottom. Locally, it's Melbourne has definitely been like the home of cubing in Australia, historically, and so over time, it's probably had double or triple the amount of comps versus any other capital city. So it's always been the biggest community with most delegates, and so here these days, the kind of top competitors, apart from myself, would be David Epstein. So previously square one world record holder, but now he's very much dedicated to the N by Ns, and yes, absolutely zero interest in square one. And
Yeah.
I think he won a national championship without bringing his cube a few years ago. So and just decided to compete in it last minute. But no, so David Epstein is very talented on the N by Ns, and really, I would expect he got the 6x6 OCR as well, single with an overall PB. So
True.
that was like the first big cube OCR that's been taken from me, which again I could see coming, but probably a lot of other people would have been surprised. And it was a overall PB for him, so he does really well in comps. Riley Dexter, he's been around for a while actually, but he is very good at 3x3 and one-handed, and I think he was previously like top 5 in the world for Pyraminx as well. But he's super competitive, and Feliks Patterson, who you'll know from probably Phoenix TV on YouTube with the 2x2, but he's also super quick at 3x3 as well. We also had Firstian Fushada from Indonesia. So he moved to Melbourne to study, and so he's around for the next 3 years, I think, studying in Melbourne, and he's, I don't know, world class at basically everything, to be honest. Pretty insane all rounder. So basically he's now a guaranteed podium spot at every event in every comp, which is a bit frustrating for the kids, but no, he's super quick. And so those are local Victorians, and it's always pretty competitive. You know, me, Riley, Dave, who can take out the 3x3 win at local comps. Then probably
I've put pressure on you now. If you forget someone, then we're cooked.
Sydney, there's a few kids getting quick. Caden Liu, he's got it's 6. Obviously Jody Brewster, as the second ranked Australian, but I think even Jody would admit that his psych sheet and average there probably overstates his global average. But Jody's obviously been around for a while and very talented, and Jody's always one to watch. Obviously, and in Queensland, Toby Seifert, Charlie Eggins, they're super quick as well. Toby won nationals a couple of years ago with a very clutch, sort of very smooth mid-6 average, and so Toby's definitely on the up as well.
Jacob's
it's exciting.
Jacob's
pretty even playing field.
Jacob's in the chat reminding me about who's the 2x2 lord, Roman.
Oh, Roman Rudikov. Oh my gosh. If that kid practices 3x3, we're all toast. But
really?
He just does like 2x2 and now megaminx. So if he actually genuinely focused on 3x3, we'd be cooked. Yeah.
Dang.
He's insane. That kid just picks up a new event and is just insane at it within a month or two. Like he's getting like sub national record megaminx times, and I'm pretty sure he just picked up megaminx a few months ago. So yeah.
Wild. Yeah, yeah.
So Roman, if you're listening, just keep focusing on that 2x2 and the Megaminx. All good.
Yeah. Yeah, don't touch 3x3. We don't need that, all right? We don't need that.
Yeah. And then obviously, you know, in New Zealand, there's some pretty hot competition as well.
Yeah, we do all right. Hey, we do all right. I was just looking at the 6x6 average, and actually it's Dwayne in New Zealand who's nipping. He's coming behind you with the 127 average.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, no, those big cube OCRs they're pretty free if someone I think puts a lot of time into it.
Yeah, and
well, not free, but like sorry, but there's definitely I would fully expect those to be knocked over by a big cube specialist within a few years, 1 or 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And the Megaminx one is one that's hotly contested, or it has been as well. Which, you know, with Alex coming through and just getting that 28 average, he's very, very good. I feel like the same with him. If he were to, he's not bad at 3x3, but if he were to pivot into 3x3, I feel like that could be really dangerous.
Yeah, and I don't know what's happening with Andrew Feng, who's previously a US citizen.
Yeah.
But I'm understanding he's going to switch nationality to New Zealand, and he's got like a 5.5 average, I think. So he'll probably get the New Zealand national record, if not the OCR, I would suspect, if that country transition happens.
Yeah, I believe that is the plan, and yeah, he will be.
No pressure, Andrew. No pressure.
He'll do some damage. He'll do some damage for sure. And so, yeah, I suppose just before we go, we should shout out and say rest in peace to speedcube.com.au. I know they were supporters of yours back in the day as well. Hey, you worked with them a bit.
Yeah, lovely people, Maxine and Byron and. Yeah, I think 2014, 2015, 2016, something like that. Yeah, I worked with them, did some cool stuff. That was really, again, while they were setting up their shop, and then they became a retail store. And so they did a great job of, again, it's really important to have these stores within the community. I feel like it really helps the communities like flourish, and having cube stores at comps is pretty cool as well. And so, yeah, it's unfortunate that they finished up. Obviously, there's a lot to do with a certain daily puzzles. Bit of let's not go into that, but let's just say there's some shenanigans. But yeah, they've wrapped up officially, is it?
Yeah, they're not selling. They're doing content. They're doing tutorials and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the whole Australian market had a massive shakeup because essentially. For those who didn't know or don't watch Australian cubing retailers that closely, essentially speedcube.com.au, who I officially am like a sort of I'm essentially like a franchise of theirs, is how it works. It's a franchise, but it's not a franchise. It's complicated. But Byron and Maxine have been massive supporters of me, and they've helped me out so much as well. They decided, now we're done. Where their kids were aging out, they were like, nah, we're good. We're good. We're going to end on a high. We've done well. We're happy. They closed, and then not long after, Daily Puzzles kind of imploded, and that was that. And then here we are. There's a few new stores in Australia now.
So yeah, if anyone wants to start up a speed cubing store in Australia, there's room for it.
We've got
I think Crafty Cubes in South Australia and Waddle Cubes in New South Wales. But
there was another one, and I think they wrapped up, but I've forgotten who they were, which is kind of rude. I think they decided they gave it a go, and they were like, actually, nah, there's no money in this. And I was watching them going, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't really buy cubes, so
no, that's fair.
I'm not the best guy.
That's fair. You know what we did? The reason I brought that up is because I did a video recently when we were kind of going down the Red Bull rabbit hole. It's just like, you know what? I know all these rumors, but I want to find out actually what happened and why it went away and all this kind of stuff and what happened with WCA. But I ended up on speedcube.com.au reading one of your blogs.
Yeah.
From like 8 years ago, which is really funny.
Oh, it'd be like 24. It'd be like even more now. Yeah.
Back when you were the content king, writing the blogs for the website, which is kind of funny. It's like a time machine.
Yeah. There's plenty of that out there on the internet.
Yeah.